Hi friends, welcome to this session. In this video, we'll try to install Docker. Installation of Docker is simple, but the steps involved differ depending on the operating system that you are using. In this video, we'll try to install Docker on Windows Home Edition. So let's go to the browser, type in Docker. In the very first link, click on Windows, click on Installer, install Docker Desktop, search for Windows Home, click on the link, scroll down, and if you see the system requirements, it says you need a minimum of 4 GB of RAM, and also make sure that the virtualization is enabled. Scroll down, click on Docker Hub, click on Docker Toolbox, and this gives you an overview of what Docker Toolbox is. Basically, when installing um, Docker on Windows Home, the tool that is needed is Docker Toolbox. So if you scroll down, click on Install Docker Toolbox for Windows, and you'll have the steps that you need to follow to install Docker. Scroll down, and the step one says that you need to make sure the virtualization is enabled. You can do that by right-clicking on the taskbar, click on Task Manager, go to Performance tab, and you can see here the virtualization, it is enabled. By default, in most cases, this flag is enabled, but if not, you can follow these steps in previous blog. You scroll down, and in step 2, click on Toolbox Releases. Check for the latest version, that is 19031. Click on .exe file. Now what this will have is, once you install the Docker Toolbox, it will install all the components required for Docker. It basically installs the virtual box, and that virtual box will have all the components like Docker, Docker Machine, and Docker Compose running within it. So if you see that, it really takes a couple of clicks or navigation to come to the actual steps to install Docker. Okay, it is downloaded. Let's click on it. Click yes. Next. Next. I'll keep the default. Click next. Next, and install. Okay, the installation is complete. Okay, say finish. Now if you look at the desktop, you see there are two shortcuts created. Click on the Docker Quick Start terminal. This will take a while to start up your virtual box and also the components, Docker components within the virtual box. Okay, so if you see here, it says Docker is configured to use default machine, and the default machine, that is the virtual box, is having the IP address 192. And let's verify if we are able to execute the Docker command. And yes, we are able to, and you can see all the commands that you can use with Docker. So let's go and follow the next step in Docker installation. Okay, the next step is to execute or run a hello world program. Okay, that is the very first program that you can execute to verify the Docker installation. So let's click enter, and you can see that it is pulling the Docker image, that is hello world, the latest version. And when you see this output, that means the Docker installation is complete. So that's it. We successfully installed Docker and also verified the Docker installation.